This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this zany adventure across the East. I kind of sauntered, sashayed, promenaded, whatever word you want to use to describe my coming in and kind of falling on the couch. Anyway, it's spring, and because it's spring, we need to celebrate. It's been a cold winter, didn't snow a lot of rain, gloomy skies, you know, the time being dark at 5:30, 4:30, whatever. It's been a long haul we've been through, and plus the last year's been a lot on everybody. So the fact that we're celebrating spring today, it's nice. It's beautiful outside, it's warm, warmer than it's been, so that's a big plus. So what we thought we would do today is switch things up just a little bit. We're here at Studio E, home of the East Daily Download, and what we're going to do is we're going to open our garage door in the studio and we're going to go outside and spend the rest of the show just enjoying nature, enjoying the sunshine and the grass and the trees, and you get it, you know what nature is, that's fine. So we're going to do that. But before we do that, what we want to do is take a look at this story.
Now downloading, Down Eats.
Well, everyone, we are so excited to be here today and welcome. I am Miss Moo, Mildred Green, co-owner of the Cow Cafe with my husband, Jim Green. And it's just a moveless day in Booburn. Cow Cafe has been around a long, long time. Many of you maybe know that. It started at Mayola, where we were employed for many years and retired there. And then we moved the Cow Cafe downtown to the beautiful Booburn area. And this is where we have enjoyed our retirement. Cow Cafe is a wonderful dining experience. Of course, you're going to see our gourmet popcorn that we make right here at the Cow Cafe. The newest popcorn flavor that we have is the Oreo popcorn, and that is really popular. You're going to also enjoy some of the wonderful food. It's really a best kept secret, and I hope the word's getting out that the food at Cow Cafe is movelous. Our sandwiches are served on a very high quality bread. It's a Cuban bread. A lot of our sandwiches come there. The most popular item is a Cuban cow. We have a cheesesteak Mewburn. We have salads, soups, and of course, you want to remember dessert, because all of the ice cream is made right here on the premises. We just made 52 cans of ice cream yesterday, getting ready for a really what we hope to be a fabulous St. Patrick's Day weekend. And the new flavor is called the Sassy Shamrock. And it's a kind of a tart taste of lemon and lime and marshmallow. It is yummoo. We also have a, dining in the front, and we have a dining area in the back. It's called the barnyard. That's where the little calves like to hang out. And it's quite a good experience for birthday parties or small events. We do catering. We have a great catering menu. We do a lot of catering in the Newbern area, Greenville, Kinston, Morehead City. We're in great demand, so you have to try the catering sometime. We came from the dairy background at Mayola, so we know a lot about ice cream. The chocolate that we use is a Dutch chocolate. It's very rich, it's very creamy. We buy the best mix available and the highest quality ingredients. Those were located in downtown Newbern. We call it Mewburn, North Carolina. Our hours are from 11 to 8, Monday through Thursday. On Friday and Saturday nights, we stay open until 9. And on Sundays, we open at 11:30 and stay open until 6. But we're always happy to see you. We love our customers, and we're just so proud to be part of the downtown area in Mewburn, North Carolina.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download. We are outside of Studio E, Eastern North Carolina CW, WNCT Studios. We are here. It is a beautiful spring day, so we thought we would take advantage and celebrate spring on the East Daily Download, because what is there not to celebrate? Weather, but the Storm Team 9 is specifically dedicated to weather, so if you're headed out and you want to know if this nice spring day is going to have rain or if it's going to be warm enough to have your shorts on, we've got that information for you. So I'm sitting out here enjoying the nice summer sun, spring sun. It feels summer-like, that's kind of the confusing part. I got my shirt unbuttoned, I got my East Daily Download t-shirt, and Eastern North Carolina CW Frisbee. Look at that. Bryce and I are playing catch here at the Frisbee. I caught it, that's the important part. I tell you what, why don't we check out this next story. We'll be back here in a little bit on the Celebrate Spring edition of the East Daily Download.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
East Carolina University officials say they've been working towards the goal of resuming in-person commencement. Doing that means holding several smaller ceremonies for the class of spring 2021 at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this May. ECU's last in-person graduation was in December of 2019. For spring 2021, doing it in person means holding several smaller ceremonies. State and local health officials signed off on the university's proposal for them at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium on May 7th. It will require seat assignments for graduates and families and COVID protocols like masks and social distancing. Administrators want to include 2021 spring and summer graduates, but they'll have to submit their RSVPs.
It's going to be required. We need to know who's coming, and once we get to the deadline of April 9th, we're not going to be able to allow anybody to come in after the fact. There won't be able to have walk-ins. There won't be able to any last-minute request type thing. We're just going to be able to need to have our plan approved and submitted.
School leaders are also working on ways to include graduates from May and December of last year. The ECU Alumni Association will send out that information next week. Officials say they will re-evaluate their plans if there's a surge of COVID cases in the East, no matter how close the commencement date may be. In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on Your Side.
The WNCT-9 mobile app just got a sweet makeover. The all-new look gets you the content you want faster than ever before. Just update your existing WNCT-9 in Your Side app to get the latest version, or download the app here.
Coastal issues in the East are more important than ever. That's where 9 on Your Side comes in. We're taking you to the coast every week. Onslow County parents are furious. Plus, we'll highlight somewhere local in every episode. A cafe in Jacksonville, E&C Barbecue, Duplin County, Pine Knoll Shores Aquarium, the bitterly cold Atlantic Ocean. To watch, just go to WNCT.com and search The Coastal Report. At WNCT 9 on Your Side, we don't just talk about covering the Crystal Coast, we do it.
Let's go, Deacons. In college, I was a cheerleader at Wake Forest University, so that was a lot of fun. I got to be sort of front row to all the sporting events since I love sports so much. And
do you remember any cheers?
I could do the fight song. Rah, rah, Wake Forest, rah. Loved my time there. North Carolina is like a second home to me now. Go, Deeks.
We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Oh boy. Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Got the Eastern North Carolina CW Frisbee. Bryce had really let one go and I missed it and it went way back there. She's very strong, has a very good aim, and it really went flying. So anyway, we're back here on the East Daily Download. We are celebrating spring today because it's a beautiful spring day. The sun is up later in the evening. That's a big plus as well. We love that with the time change. It's good for the crops. It's good for everything. It's good for our mental health, especially after the last year, to have a little bit of good news that the sun is up longer, that the daylight is here longer, that it's warmer. Because it wasn't the worst winter in the world or anything like that weather-wise. It didn't snow excessively. It was just cold and it rained. So that was kind of miserable. Unless you like that, then so be it, no big deal. But for me and for a lot of the cast and the crew here on the East Daily Download, we were looking forward to the sunshine. So it's here, so we thought today would be a perfect day just to get out and enjoy a little bit of it. Woo! Okay, you know what else we should enjoy? This next story.
Keith Urban will return this year to host the 56th Academy of Country Music Awards.
Hello. Mickey! Hi.
Hi!
How are you?
The 15-time ACM Award winner will be joined by co-host Mickey Guyton. Once again, the show will include performances from 3 iconic country music venues. The 56th Academy of Country Music Awards airs April 18th on CBS. Art lovers can step into masterpiece paintings in the new traveling exhibit Immersive Van Gogh. The 360-degree digital art experience takes visitors on a journey through the artist's work. The exhibit is now touring North America with stops in more than a dozen cities. A small mining town is in the spotlight thanks to the Golden Globe's Best Picture winner, Nomadland. Empire, Nevada is where the movie starring Frances McDormand was filmed. Residents of the town of about 65 people say they weren't expecting it to become such a hit.
We thought it was just going to be a small, kind of local movie. And it's turned into something really big.
A handful of residents had small parts in the movie. Nomadland is showing in theaters and streaming on Hulu. And Morgan Freeman is a man with a nefarious plan in the upcoming action thriller Vanquish.
Where is she?
You do what I tell you to do, and everything will be just fine.
Freeman plays a retired police commissioner who blackmails his caretaker, played by Ruby Rose, into carrying out 5 dangerous assignments on his behalf in order to get back her kidnapped daughter. Vanquish will release on digital and on demand April 23rd. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Finally, the wait is over. Storm Team 9 is here. Our experienced team is keeping you informed and keeping you safe. Depend on Storm Team 9. We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Today on the East Daily Download, we are joined by a very special guest, Storm Team 9 meteorologist Alex Wasilenko. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I know the weather is your forte. You talk about it so often, but for me, a lot of the natural Mother Nature out here, I just haven't been too familiar with. So I just
she can get nasty from time to
time. It's getting really nasty over by the Tar River, especially sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
So I wanted to talk about something that's really familiar here in Greenville, flooding.
Yeah, because the winter has been wild and wicked and super wet, and so we've been dealing with flooding more times than not, and more often than we would like this winter season. Typically a dry season for us are the winter months, and that just hasn't been the case lately. And as you had mentioned, Anissa, the flooding, it's been extreme. We've been reaching moderate to major flood stage at least 2 or 3 times along the Tar River. So yeah, and you see it for yourself living so close by. Man, it gets messy, it gets muddy, the water rises and rises and takes forever to retreat.
Something that I saw, which was really interesting, one day along that park by the Tar, there was a couple who had got a kayak, and they're literally kayaking on the flooded river.
Try to make the best of it. Gosh, I tell you, and even though we try to make the best of it in times like those, maybe breaking out the kayak, I saw people doing that the same thing in their backyards across grassy surfaces. And of course, that's a bit more safe than actually going out onto the flooded Tar River and going about it yourself and risking, honestly, losing your life. That's how dangerous flooding can be. And when the water gets that high, it takes a long time to recede. So you may have that craving to get out there and do some kayaking or boating, but you got to keep in mind those water conditions, they're turbulent. So.
Yeah, and you can tell, I noticed from the current of the river, where you can see where the actual river was flowing to where the river spilled out onto the parking lot, onto the greenway and things like that. That water is still.
Yeah.
It seems more still, but the river along the water is really flowing. So
yes,
can you talk about
it's
that?
very deceiving, especially because as the water branches out from the main basin itself, it does tend to slow on down a little bit, and then you get some residual effects, sometimes waves crashing in. If you get boats and stuff still in the water flying by pretty quickly, so that's why I usually recommend don't be out on the water when it's flooding, and any waterways, regardless of the situation, a heavy rain event, hurricanes, tropical systems, of course. So lots to keep in mind, but like you had mentioned, the water, as it creeps closer and closer, it's deceiving because it doesn't look like it's moving that fast, but take a couple steps into that flood water, you're gone in an instant. That water is moving real quickly, and it's all pushing to the coast, and that's the ultimate ending spot for the floodwaters, is the coast. They have to make it all the way across the Tar Heel State, and so that's why heavy rain events across the Tar Heel State are more impactful here at home, and it compounds the issue of rainfall in eastern North Carolina anytime you have a weather system moving through.
Woo! Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Caught that one. It's good to be outside in the spring. We're celebrating spring today. It's warm. Baseball glove is fantastic. Baseball is fantastic. Speaking of baseball, our good friends, the Down East Wood Ducks, will be returning this season. We're very excited about that. Be on the lookout for more information coming soon. Season begins in early May. My guess would be that the East Daily Download will be taking a trek out to Kinston to meet up and find out what's going on. So be on the lookout for that in the near future. What else? We have some more great shows coming up this week. Don't forget the WNCT mobile app, free. Google Play, the App Store, has this show, the East Daily Download, along with local news and weather, so it's a win-win-win all the way across the board. What else? Yeah, that's kind of it. I think we're going to wrap up here, but I'm really excited about spring. Thanks to Bryce for braving the spring-like weather outside here and not risking a sunburn. She got her SPF 45 on, so we're all good. I got the hat on. I think we're good. Also, quick shout out to a friend of the show, a longtime viewer of the show, Karen Koch. Thank you for your viewership. We really appreciate it. And you know what? We're going to be thanking more of you viewers in the coming shows. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. We know you have choices, and we try to make sure that we live up to that every day. So on that note, Karen Koch, this one's for you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next edition of the East Daily Download. I got to go play, well, I just don't want to play catch with, but I'm going to get up and maybe somebody's played catch with in the building. I'm going to go find out. Bye, everybody.
Wednesday on the East Daily Download, Ariana will be here with a new farm report, and Angie will be here with her Q&A with AQ. That's Wednesday here on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.